Okay, we're doing a little video on centering. I'll be posting this on my YouTube channel for my students. First thing you want to do is get your bat wet a little bit. I'm using my tile bats, so these have to be wetter than the brown bats that we use in the studio. But anyway, you want to get your clay. This is about no, it is exactly actually 1.5 pounds because I'm making pour overs right now. You'll be using 1.25 pounds, which is pretty close. Basically, what you want to do is get your clay on the center of the bat as close to center as you can get it to start. It's going to make things a lot easier that way. If you spin your wheel, make sure you spin it in the direction that you have your wheel set to. So generally speaking, that's counterclockwise unless you're lefty, and then your wheel's going to be turning clockwise. Anyway, you can kind of like pat it, push it so that it's in the center as closely as you can get it by hand. Then full speed ahead with your wheel. So you push your pedal all the way up so that the speed is going full speed. Get some water on the clay. You don't need to dump a big sponge full of water on there, just enough to get it slippery. Make sure your hands are slippery. Just dip them in the water, that'll do. Then make sure you're braced on your wheel or on your legs. I usually have my elbows on my legs, but stability is key. You can't have your elbows up in the air like this and try and center. It's not gonna work. So you get to be braced. You're gonna wrap your hands around the clay, and the key to this is applying force in opposite directions or opposite sides of the clay. So what I like to do is I like to pull towards myself from the rear with my hands like so, like this. And then I like to push down on the clay from behind with the base of my thumbs, like so. So there we go. Pulling and pushing, and I bring my hands up the wall of the clay, and it's already getting better than it was. Okay, second motion. Get a little more water on the clay. I'm going to switch and put my right hand on top of the clay, and the left hand is still on the back of the clay, pulling up the wall. And that's even closer. Do those two motions one more time. And my clay is centered, all set. I don't do big coning up, pushing down. I don't really think that's necessary when you're dealing with a smaller ball of clay like this. I'll do it sometimes when I'm working with a big ball of clay. It makes centering go a little faster, but with a little ball like this, it's really unnecessary. Anyway, at this point, the next thing you do is go to put the hole in the center, but I'm making pour overs right now, so that's a little bit of a different story. I'm going to continue the video separately, but anyway, that's centering.